The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Also 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
This is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield off the play fake. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Second down and goal. Mayfield flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns have taken the early lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Chargers 0. Kaimi Fairbairn sets.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete to number
1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And the Chargers.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is a counter play, Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brought down at the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Los Angeles.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 49-yard line.
Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good to make it 14-0.
That's the score. Browns 14. Chargers nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn is set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. Moore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and
Mayfield down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The tight end David Njoku, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown Brown. And the Browns add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's Patterson.
2nd and 7.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gain of 9 yards.
They run with Patterson.
Chargers.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
For the running back.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here is Eckler. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards.
They'll run for it with Eckler. 4th down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And the Chargers first down.
On 1st down, it's Patterson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Going on the ground with Eckler. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. They snap it to Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
39-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route.
That's good.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down throw for Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Check 24. Watch the safety cream. Check 50. Check 50. King.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Again, he finds more.
That's good.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
At the 12-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Hey, Mike 52. Got one.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Eckler. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Steps away to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Chargers nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On the ground, it's Eckler. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was brought down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Patterson on the carry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
It's Eckler again. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Chargers.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The handoff, it's Eckler, and he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. For Kidder here, it's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 3-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. On the give, this is Eckler. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 12 yards there and a first down.
15-yard line. A gain of 12.
And now a handoff here to his running back. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
He was tackled.
38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
The stop made by Miles.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Gain on the play.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's second and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Gonna give this time to the tailback. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Down right around the 25. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Jesse Bates. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 3. Combo. Watch the curl.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3rd down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Mike 3. Watch the screen.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And now here is another interception. picked off at the 30. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Following the interception, Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.